So now that we have pretty much everything complete logic-wise in regards to our, what do you call it? Our pickups, at least with the max ammo, we need to start working on the effects kind of portion. So what I want to do is, at least for this video, focus on the audio. So this is going to be kind of like the key part of not just our max ammo, but all of them. So for example, we have, well, I have this. You can use whatever you want. Again, I mentioned early on, these are copyright sounds, I believe. So do with that what you will. You can fetch them very easily from YouTube if you wanted. But I want to play this.
Max ammo.
Whenever we actually pick up the max ammo. So to begin, let's go ahead and go to our powerup.cpp, or sorry, our PDA powerup. And we want to add a new additional property. And this will be a T soft object pointer. And let's simply call this one, this will be a U sound base. And we'll just call it the pickup sound. And let's change the bundle to audio and go to our powerup.cpp because now we want to load an additional bundle. So no longer just visual, we also want audio. So that way, once the audio has been loaded, what we can do is go up and we basically need to kind of indicate that the overlap has occurred. So we have access to the sound because we can, grab our power up data and, play the pickup sound, but we don't have a way to replicate it. So given the nature of this, I'm going to do this with a Boolean. So all we want is a simple U property. It's going to be a replicated using. And we'll just call the bool B is picked up. We'll set it to false by default. So on rep is picked up. So now we can just have our U function. Void on rep is picked up. And basically add it up here. So B is picked up. So we can replicate it. And in the case of on overlapped with pawn, after we add our component, we just want to simply set B is picked up to true. And basically, I also want to do an additional check so we're not actually doing this multiple times, just in case. So if B is not picked up, then we want to run this logic. So that's kind of a just in case. So that way we don't end up, spawning multiple of these components and marking this variable here as dirty multiple times when it doesn't need to be. So now we can simply mark property as dirty from name, passing in a power up for the class, B is picked up, and this for the object. Then call the corresponding onRep is picked up. So that way, this will all replicate. So now in here, we can simply play the sound. So U gameplay statics, not what I wanted to call. We want to do a play sound 2D. So we're going to pass in the world, then the sound, which is the corresponding, what was it called? Power up data. We want the pickup sound dot get, and everything else we can leave as default. So this will allow us to play, a raw sound, a meta sound, sound cue, whatever, really whatever we want. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So now, anytime we pick it up, it should automatically go through and play the sound for both clients and the listen server. Basically everybody that is in the game. Okay. Now that we are back in, I want to go back to our data assets. Load up all three. And I just want to go ahead and set the pickup sound, and I have that under the wrong category. But in this case, I want the corresponding, actually I can plug these in correctly if I want. So here we have our max ammo. So let's just do max ammo. Here we have the insta-kill. So we'll do insta-kill and the nuke, which again, we have the nuke. So let's save all. And while I am remembering, change the category from glow to audio. So now let's give this a try. And we should have the corresponding sound of whatever drop is actually playing. So this should be insta-kill.
Insta-kill.
Which played. Now we have these guys here.
Max ammo. Max ammo.
I really want to get a nuke. Of course. Oh, that's on the other side. Yeah, we got one.
Kaboom.
Alright, so we have all the sounds playing accordingly. Now let's just triple check the replication side and play as a client. So, yay, one spawned. Now we should have the insta-kill sound.
Insta-kill. Insta-kill.
That wasn't right. I also got to figure out why that happens as well. Don't want the insta-kill.
Max ammo.
Okay, so I really wonder why, unless there was just two zombies inside of each other for whatever weird reason, but I don't know why that played the nuke and the insta-kill sound at basically the same time. It's like it doubled up. So, yeah, I'm not really sure on that one.
Insta-kill.
Just see if we can recreate it.
Kaboom.
Okay, and I guess not. Alright, but anyways, yeah, the audio at least, works. So we have that part done. That's going to work kind of across the board, so I'm not really worried about much else there. So the only thing we really have left, at least for the max ammo, is going to be displaying it in the UI. So basically having like this little prompt that kind of appears that says, something along the lines of, simply max ammo to let you know. Assuming the sound wasn't enough, but I'm trying to, again, mimic like most of what I can in this series. So, yeah, with that out of the way, I will see you in the next one because we have to kind of handle the UI anyways for the insta-kill and double points regardless. So we need some kind of, I guess you could say, good overall system in place for that, kind of no matter what. So I will see you in the next video. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can also get early access to this entire series.